Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis. This channel is recommended for adult and teen fans of LEGO. If you are younger than the age of 13, you're welcome to watch, but first, get your parents' permission.
Hello friends, Christian here with BrickLifeCrisis again. Today we're taking a look at another set from the backlog. This is LEGO City Set number 60225, the Rover Testing Drive. This is a set that consists of 202 pieces, including 2 minifigures. It's recommended for ages 5 and up, and it is inspired by actual NASA test rovers. It's a pretty cool looking set. When you take a look at the back, you can get a look at some of the functionality. We've got a crane arm and some of the extra detail. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go ahead and crack it open, build it up, and see what we think. Alright, and here it is, set 60225, the Rover Testing Drive. As you can see, we have the rover itself, a couple of minifigures, and a couple of little side builds. Let's go ahead and take a look at each component one by one. Alright, this is our first minifigure. She appears to be maybe the supervisor that's looking over the testing of this rover. She has a name badge hanging on her pocket. She has some reflective stripes on her jumpsuit there. She's wearing some safety goggles and a helmet. She has a brown ponytail. That's a nice helmet hair combo. I like that quite a bit. If we take that off, there's no alternate face, but you can get a little bit better look at the print on the back of the torso, which is very subtle. Anyway, a pretty good figure overall. And let's take a look at her accessory. And her accessory is this little laptop computer. That screen element there is a sticker, but it works to pretty good effect, showing that crane arm on the rover. And of course you can close this up, and there's kind of almost like a bar attachment kind of thing, so that you can put it in a minifigure hand. But that works out pretty well. And this is our test pilot, or test driver, I suppose. He's wearing an orange jumpsuit, which is vaguely reminiscent of the Star Wars Rebel jumpsuit, which is kind of interesting. He has the traditional white air tanks, a little bit of a modern helmet with a blue see-through visor. We take that off, you get a little bit better look at his face. He's just got some kind of gray beard there. No alternate face for this guy, but let's take a look at the back print. So not a whole lot to see there, but got a little bit of the reflective coupling for where the helmet attaches to the suit. And that's about it, but that's something you don't normally see when the air tanks are attached. But not a bad figure overall. And he gets this little brick-built remote control unit. There's a joystick there, and you can kind of imagine that that's maybe a screen or a series of buttons or something like that. Of course, you can hold it with the bar piece there. But that is the remote that allows him to control the crane arm remotely. That was kind of repetitive, but you know what I mean. And these are the relatively new Geode pieces. There are 2 of these included, and you can imagine that the crane arm is either going to just pick this up entirely, or you can use the included jackhammer accessory to kind of break these apart. And when that happens, then you can see the Geode on the inside. This particular one has kind of a reddish hue, and you can kind of see through that a little bit from the outside as well. There are other ones that come in different colors with other sets, but this one includes 2 of the red Geode pieces. Pretty nice. As I mentioned, we have the jackhammer, and there's also a crate that's included, so that once you collect all your stuff, you can put it in the crate and then load it into the back of the rover. And in addition to all that, we have this sort of tripod thing with this instrument mounted to it. I suppose you could pretend it is a weapon of some kind, or maybe a telescope or some other sort of sensor to help them find the geodes or whatever else it is that they're exploring for. But fairly simple build, but kind of nice. And then finally, we have this set of solar panels. These are stickers, which is unfortunate because I know they have prints of something similar to that, but maybe not in the right size. Anyway, it works out okay. It's a very simple build. You just have the bar piece with these clip-on tiles, the stickers, and then just a little bit of a base to it, but it's fairly effective nevertheless. And here we have the actual Rover. It's a 6-wheel unit, and these are not pneumatic tires, they're the hard plastic, and there's not really any suspension to speak of, unfortunately, but it looks pretty good. The body of this reminds me of like a pickup truck for outer space. There's a truck bed back here that gives you enough room to put that crate in, so you can carry all your goodies. The crane arm sits on this little bed right here. It's attached on the side, and it has some pretty good articulation. Move it up and down. There's kind of an elbow in it here, and then down here there's a rubber band. You can see, you just open that up and you can grab geode or whatever else you need to, and that works out nice. You've got this kind of step area here that allows you to get into the cockpit area. And if we remove the cockpit piece, which is nicely done by the way, good print, it's not quite the same opacity, or it's not, you know, as white as the actual bricks, but it's a pretty close match. Anyway, inside we have room for just one figure, which is unfortunate since 2 are included in the set, but there's a little printed console there, and that works out just fine. This over here is a little storage container where you can place your geode after you collect it, and that modernized kind of classic space emblem is a sticker. But a few stickers in this set, the 2 for the solar panels, the one here, and the one for the laptop. But other than that, the other decorated piece, the canopy there, is a print, of course. But yeah, not too bad. Up at the front we have a suggestion of some lights and kind of a roll bar, you know, cage up front. No lights or anything else anywhere, but there's a little bit of a ladder to get up at the back, and yeah, that's about it. This vehicle is a little bit reminiscent of the one in the 3-in-1 set that I reviewed a little while back, as well as the Mega Construx one, and you can see those in the cards here. I'll also link them in the description below. So this set originally retailed in the US for about $30, and I think it's not a bad deal. The Rover is pretty cool, the figures are good, and the laptop is nice, the solar panel is nice, the scope, whatever that thing is nice. You get some couple of geodes. Not too bad overall. I think it's a pretty nice little set. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been Christian with BrickLifeCrisis. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, take care. Bye for now.